Do you remember the food stamp surfer dude who ate lobster? Back in 2013, Fox News tried to make him a government grifting star.
We got ahi, salmon, eel, yellowtail with rice and avocado. And then they had lobster on special, $200 to $100 a month, and you just go like, boom.
Thank you for shopping with us.
Just like that.
Please remove your bags.
All paid for by our wonderful tax dollars.
That was part of a whole gross war that Fox waged against food stamps and food stamp recipients, and motivated by the idea that someone somewhere was getting over and buying food they shouldn't be. It's one of the most animating reactionary forces in all of American life regarding the welfare state, that when we try to have the government do something, in this case, feed people, someone must be taking advantage. Someone's getting over. The wrong people are getting the money. And we are seeing that right now with the Payroll Protection Program, designed for small businesses and their workers. There have been a lot of surfer on food stamps eating lobster headlines from that program, and I will admit, they've made me mad too. The LA Lakers, an NBA franchise worth over $4 billion, was given a PPP loan before they gave it back. The massive restaurant chain Shake Shack got $10 million before giving it back. The Ritz-Carlton of Atlanta, one of several luxury hotels using the Paycheck Protection Program to stay afloat. Now, it is outrageous that it appears to be a choice between, say, the beloved grocery store or laundromat on the block and those folks at the Ritz-Carlton, and that they're the ones benefiting. But, I think that's a false way of thinking about it, and it is created by the flawed design and appropriations for this program, PPP. The point of the program is not to choose which are the best and most worthy and deserving businesses. The point is to offer a blanket protection for all small businesses under a certain size who meet the criteria to retain their workers with pay and basically put the economy on ice so it doesn't die while we're fighting the pandemic. The problem is there's way more demand than there is money appropriated. And so because the funds are claimed almost within minutes every time they open it up, the architects of PPP have unleashed a Hobbesian war of all against all for deservingness, leaving the mom and pop businesses squeezed out, which is unjust. So here's the solution. Make the criteria clear and make the appropriation open-ended like unemployment insurance. If you qualify, you get the amount of money you qualify for, and that's it. That's why there's no rush or fight over who's deserving. Because if you're asking me, should we bail out the Ritz-Carlton in Atlanta? During normal times, I would say, no, we should not. But right now, they don't have customers, and they're a business with employees that we should probably keep from getting laid off. And the best part of this, the most classic American reactionary politics bait and switch, is that while we are all focused on who's getting the $1 or $2 million loans, the big boys program for the major large corporations worth $500 billion is being run through the Fed with far less transparency and zero strings attached in terms of whether they have to retain workers. So how about small businesses and their employees all get rescued, and we put some requirements on the nearly unlimited credit spigot that's been opened up for the largest corporations?